and when it's not necessarily easy and convenient to grow your businesses. So we're kind of give you like different area.
Those blue headphones.
Oh wait,
those aren't for Apple.
Lacey, can you mute? I'm sorry. I said mute you. Thank you. Okay. So obviously it's really, really easy and fun to work your business when you don't really have a ton going on in your life. And maybe you're just like in a really motivated spurt. Everything's going right. Obviously that's like the easiest time to work your business. And it'd be nice to think and hope that it's always like that, but it's simply not the case. And it would be ignorant of us to not talk about how to work your business when things in your life pop up. So when your life is getting crazy, things are changing, maybe you go, and this is no matter your age, what your occupation is, what your life is like, everyone can relate to this message. So when things in your life are changing, say you are going through finals and you're studying, maybe you're moving, that's something I'm going through right now, and maybe you're switching cities and you're trying to find like your new circle and your new friends. Maybe your relationship status has changed. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe you just started a new relationship and you're trying to navigate how to introduce your boyfriend to what you do for work. Maybe you're having babies. Everything like in regards to things in your life changing, we go through seasons, okay? Maybe your mental health is lagging and you're going through some things mentally that you haven't battled before, okay? Whatever it is that is making it hard for you to prioritize your business is the exact reason why you need to be working through this business. Okay. So when we talk about showing up for your businesses and showing up on social media, we always say 80-20, right? The 80 is what your life is like right now. So yes, sometimes there's not a ton going on. Maybe the only extra stuff that you can share about your life is going for a walk with your dog or what you're making for breakfast. Like if that's what you can bring to the table that day, then so be it. But if you have all these extra things going on in your life, you're planning a wedding, you're having kids, you're navigating mental health issues, if you're comfortable talking about that in your platform, moving, maybe there's a ton of family events going on, document those things, guys. That's the 80 that we talk about. So why should our 80% that we want you to be sharing, we want you to be growing a network based on those things, why should that be what's actually holding you back from working your business when that's the bulk of what this business is? It's sharing your life on social media. And those things that are real and that are super authentic to what your life is actually like is what's going to make your followers relate to you more. If you are showing up perfectly every single day, like you have this picture perfect life and your reels transitions are always flawless and your makeup's always perfect and your hair's always done, like no one's going to relate to you and they're not going to understand who you actually are. And when you're showing up and talking about these things that you're going through and that you're really like in your gut feeling, if you're going through, and we don't want you to show up like super negatively. Obviously your Instagram platform shouldn't be something where you're just complaining, but if you're just going to Instagram, like this is what I'm going through and my hair looks like a mess, I'm sweaty, I'm moving boxes, half my shit, guys, literally all of my belongings are in Timbuktu right now. Like I don't even know where any of them are and moving. And I'm talking to so many people on Instagram about their moving horror stories and like their solutions, but that's what I'm talking about. You're actually going to connect with people who are going through things to like your life and who you are. And you're going to build relationships with them, genuine ones. And you're going to talk to them on a like real level, less surface level, right? If you are just posting like breakfast of the day and makeup tips and fashion tips, like everything, all that's fun to look at, but everyone does that. That's not what makes you to your core. And that's not going to differentiate you from anyone else on this global platform who's also posting fashion tips and hauls and makeup tricks and all that other shit, right? Like that is fun, but that's not all you are. And too often I think we put too much thought into what this 80% has to be, right? We think of our pillars and we want them to be obviously helpful. We want them to be perfect. And that's not reality. Like none of us are perfect. If the extra 80% of our lives outside of Mon 8 was perfect, like how boring would all of us be? We would not be real people. We would just be robots and we would be like everyone else on Instagram. So when you're building those authentic connections, that's what we mean when we say planting seeds. I mean, talking to other people that are going through the same things that you are on a deeper level. And like, again, maybe you just got a dog. It's not easy. Maybe you're a mom. I have no idea what that's like, but it's not easy. Maybe you're moving, whatever you're doing that's hard. Talk to other people that are going through those hard things. I promise once you start being a little bit more vulnerable on social media, your DMs are going to flood with people that are also going through hard things on social media. It's the beauty of social media. It's not the toxic part. That's the genuine part. When you're actually building those real life connections. It's not like when we go prospecting and we're commenting heart eyes and flames on a stranger's Instagram post because they look hot. Like that's not a planted seed. A planted seed is when someone is genuinely relating to you and what you're going through in your life. And you're building that friendship, even if it's over a platform on social media. When showing up in these inconvenient times, you're actually going to be showing those individuals that are going through those hard things that this business does fit into a lifestyle that they're going through. Okay. It's so easy for us to just pop on our story and say, this is meant for busy people. And this is meant for working moms. And this is meant for people that have other jobs. But if as soon as life gets hard and things get crazy, you disappear, what does that show your followers? That shows them that you're absent. And then when you pop back on, however long later, and you're like, sorry, I've been MIA for a while. It's like, okay, so your business doesn't go with you everywhere. If your business went with you everywhere, I would see the family parties. I would see the vacations. I would see that when you are doing all these things in your life, when you get to say, like, work from anywhere, if you're not working when you're anywhere, that statement holds no weight. And actions speak louder than words. We've heard that 1,000 times, but your followers aren't dumb. They notice those things. So if they are going through struggles and they don't see you showing up when you're going through similar struggles, they're not going to think that this business works for them because you're not showing them. If you tell them, who cares? People hate getting told what to do. You have to show them that that's actually what this business is. And I'm just going to check my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. And just show up for yourself in those hard times, guys. Like having something that is so dependable makes you feel good and makes you feel like you're serving a greater purpose. So yes, you're showing up for your followers, but you're showing up for yourself. If you make it through whatever hard shit you're going through, and you know that you didn't miss a day showing up for the one thing that got you through, even if it gave you $20, it's like still show up, right? This business has done something for you. Don't let it go on the back burner. How ungrateful is that? That as soon as one thing starts getting hard, you drop the one thing that made you feel so good at one point in time. Like, don't give up just because something's hard. It feels so much better when you get to the other side of being consistent and being like, damn, I did that. Like, that wasn't easy. And I did that for me. And that's when people are going to start to relate to you. So I'm going to pop back on after Hannah shares what she has to talk about. But that was my piece for now.
Thanks, Sav. That was good per usual. Well, great, actually. So first thing that I want to say is right now I'm going to preach to the choir, and you know exactly what that means. So I'm talking to myself too. But the thing is, at least I'm preaching, right? So like, at least I'm here doing it. Okay. So Sav and I were talking, and going off of what she's talking about, not being consistent with your business or not putting in the work to do what your business needs. Has anyone ever tried to push a car before? I know, kind of weird, but like in the chat, like, have you ever tried to push a car? If you haven't, you can imagine how heavy it is, right? So you're working this business, it's going golf cart. Sure, that's same difference. So you're working this business, you working the business, the car is moving, right? Something happens in life and the car stops moving. When you go to try to push that car again, it's going to be so much harder to push, okay? And to get it moving and to keep it moving. And I am guilty of this too. So, and like I said, preaching to the choir here, it's just so much harder to, when you stop and you aren't consistent, you're not only doing yourself a disservice, but you're doing your business a disservice, you're doing your team a disservice, you're doing your VIPs a disservice, you're doing everyone a disservice. And if thinking of yourself, which you should, because I mean, we all want to be better, do better, like that has to be your motivation. When you stop putting the effort into it, that's when you're going to forget your reason, your whole why for why you're doing this, you know? And I'm trying to be like real short here, but I was watching a sermon the other day, which it doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. He was talking about a bouncy ball. And so what he did is he dropped a bouncy ball on the floor, and it was like a hardwood floor, and it bounced. Well, then he goes over to a chair and he tries to bounce it, and it doesn't bounce because it's a different surface. Everything that you do, like, so say you're working your business a lot and you're on that hard floor and the ball is bouncing a lot, and then you change your mindset, you leave your business to the side or behind, and then you're moving to a different surface, that ball is not going to bounce anymore. No matter what, when you're on that hard surface, whether you bounce, whether you hold the ball from 5 feet in the air or 2 inches in the air, it's going to bounce. It's going to do what it's intended for. Okay. So you just have to, and honestly, like, even if you feel like you are in this position right now, well, good, then it's 8:14. So at 8:15, let's make a change. Like, every single day is a new opportunity to do something different. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We are not going to get this. We are not going to get the results that we want by doing the same thing if it hasn't been working. And like Sav was saying, it's like, it's not that you have to be on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever, talking about the business 24/7. If all that you can do in a day is 5 minutes, that's all you can do. But the thing is you have to stay consistent. You have to stay on it. You have to keep it going, because again, at the end of the day, you're taking a hit, your customers are taking a hit, your team is taking a hit. And honestly, when you aren't in the business, and I can tell you this, like, obviously from experience, when I'm not in the chats, when I'm not in the group messages, when I'm not like talking to my teams every day, I feel like less fulfilled, because the community is everything. And also, I mean, I think some people on my team are on this call, but most of you aren't on my team. I'm not doing this because I am going to get something out of it. I'm doing it because I want you guys to be successful. I want you to be successful just as much as I want myself to be successful. And then just last thing to reiterate, your business is your business. People are buying from you because of you. People are joining your team because of you. Don't let them do what do you. And then you can take it away, Sav.
I love that. I think that the car analogy, when Hannah and I were talking earlier, just like really hit home. It's crazy when you think about something like that. It's like a force that's in motion stays in motion, right? Like physics class from however long ago. I don't know when the last time I took a physics class was, too long, but oh my God, did you guys used to hear that squeak? I have like temporary bar stools and they're so squeaky. But even if you're not doing everything all in as hard as you once were, if you do something the next day, tomorrow, it's going to be easier to do something too. When you stop cold turkey, getting back in a groove is so hard. Even if you just pop into the chat to say, hey, or congratulate someone on a VIP or an MP, like even when I do that, like when I'm driving, when I was moving, it's like, if that's all I could do that day, at least I congratulated someone and popped in and made someone else feel good in the chat one time all day. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be you planning a call and running a call and doing a full power hour and then content batching 10 reels in one day. Like it does not have to be that hard. If you do one thing, listen to one podcast. Like even if that's all you can do because let's say you're battling something mentally, if all you can do is listen to a podcast, find a 20-minute podcast that's going to put you in a better headspace that when you wake up tomorrow, you're 1% better than you were yesterday, and you're in a more of a position to get after it that day, and then take it one day at a time. But something I really didn't want to go without talking about on this call is the July bonuses, guys. It is not too late to snag some freaking money. Okay. It is a huge month for bonuses. And no matter where you're at in this business, you can take advantage of this. Let's say you're past the MMB rank. Helping your team get these is going to help you get those matching bonuses as well. If you have been in the business for 5 months and you've passed the threshold that the compensation plan typically offers for the MMP, AMB, and MB ranks, you have access to those again. Okay. So even if you start all over today, like you're starting from day one, let's say this month hasn't been the best for you and you have taken some time off, like exactly what Hannah just said. It's whatever time it is right now, 8, I don't have a clock, something. As soon as we get off this call, make a change, check in with your team, check in with your current VIPs, do something that's going to make these bonuses closer to your wallets. Okay. So I'm going to go through them just because money talks. That's none of us join this business to not make money. I mean, they might not be your main driver, but it's certainly not that bad of a side thing that we have going. So first one that I want to talk about. So this is for someone who either has never ranked before or they're like lower in the ranks. And let's say that if you are in Smart Start, so if you are like within those 3 months, or if you have been in within, like for AMB, it's within 4 months, or for MB, it's within 5 months. Basically, that's how our compensation plan works. So if you, I'm going to start with people that have joined in the last 3 months. And if you have not hit MMP yet, everyone should be striving for MMB. It's really not that difficult. We make it so much harder than it has to be. You recruit 2 people, you help them both get to MMP. That's it. And then you do it all over again with them. That's like the easiest way to think about it. So if you are a market partner right now and you're trying to go for MMB, you recruit 2 people and you say, hey, guess what? We're all hitting MMP again. Your first person hits MMP, your second person hits MMP, and you hit MMP again, you're market builder. That's how simple it is, or managing market builder. That's literally a dumbed down version of hitting MMB. I don't want to like downplay it because it's a huge leadership rank in this company, but we psych ourselves out over this like big fancy thing when it's so simple. So let's say you're a market partner, you join within the last 3 months. When you hit MMP, you always get $100 in a commission bonus. I'm not even going to go into Smart Start because I mean, you guys basically have like $3,500 on the table, but whatever. So with your first rank, you always get $100. Jocelyn, can you mute yourself? I think you can. Thank you. In July, you're getting an extra $100. So for MMP, you're getting $200. AMB, you always get $100. In July, you're getting an extra 100, so you're getting $200, and that's for people that have joined within the past 4 months. Market Builder, this one, the time frame on the compensation plan is 5 months. So if you join in the last 5 months, you always get $150 from the compensation plan. You're getting $150 more. Managing Market Builder, there is no time frame on hitting this rank. So if you've never hit MMB before, this is the month to freaking do it, because guess what? You're getting $1,000. Like, what? You get $500 from the compensation plan and then an extra $500 from the July bonuses. So if you add all of that up, if you are a market partner right now and you hit MMB by the end of the month, you'll be getting $1,700. And let's say you have passed like the compensation plan thresholds. Typically you would only be getting $500 for getting to MMB, because you would be foregoing the MMP, AMB, and Market Builder rank advancement bonuses. So, but this month you're getting $850. So you're getting an extra $350 that you typically wouldn't be getting because of the way that the compensation plan is set up. So epic, absolutely insane. And this one is near and dear to my heart because I feel like so many people, including myself, have dealt with not re-ranking before, and it sucks. There is no worse feeling than getting to a rank and then not getting there again, whether it's multiple months in a row or just 1 month, whatever it is, it hurts. It's like, I worked so hard for that and now I have to rebuild my business to get back there. But if you are in that boat, you're going to get compensated for it. Typically, you only get bonuses on new ranks, right? Let's say you are a career MMB and in June, you were just a market partner. Your whole team quit. Okay. You would be getting, and no matter where you're at, like in this scale, just like start tallying from where like your, like previous month, June month, paid as rank. So if you're not aware, paid as rank and career rank are different. Your career rank is the highest rank that you've ever achieved in the company. Your paid as rank is the rank that you ended with prior month. So for anyone that re-ranks to MMP, let's say you hit MMP 1 month and you hit it, then it lapsed and you hit it again this month. So if in June you're a career MMP, but you were paid as market partner, you're going to get the bonus again for just re-hitting, for just doing what you've already done before. $100, AMB, $100, MB, $150, MMB, $500. So if you have been MMB and you're a market partner before, I just added it up, that's a total of $850 on the table for literally money they've already paid you once before. It's crazy, guys. Like, this company wants you to get back to where you've been in the past. And the fact that they're doing something like this should show you that if you are going through a growing season in your business, you're not the only one. That's why the company is doing this, because they want you to get back to where you were. It's not like you're the only one that's going through this. They wouldn't be doing this huge promotion on re-rank bonuses if you were the only one in the entire company that's never not re-ranked, guys. It's not fun, but I'm not going to say it's not common. It happens all the time. People leave this business. It's hard. What we do is hard. So thank you for doing something hard and showing up for yourself tonight and making the choice that no matter what's going on in your life, you're going to continue to show up for your business. If you showed up on this call, you have nothing to feel sorry for, nothing to be ashamed about, and you're already doing the things to make it better tomorrow. You're literally already doing it. There's so much money on the table, and I want the chat to be popping off. I want everyone to get MMB this month, because let me tell you, if you're new to this company, or if you have never hit the MMB rank before, I want you to get that $100 or that $1,000. Like, I want you to get that $100 for MMP. I want you to get that $1,700 for getting from market partner to MMB. That's like month changing money. That's like paying off my credit card debt. That's student loan payments for 3 months. It's everything. Okay. So thank you for showing up, and thank you, Han, for hosting with me.
Thanks, Sav.
Awesome. Well, everyone have a good night, and thanks for showing up. Bye.